welcome to my desk. So for this month, part of my studio video or my craft room video, I've been trying to do this once a month, just give you a look at, you know, what is happening here in my craft room. And this month, one of the projects that I was wanting to get done is hanging up the light strips, and that hasn't quite happened yet. Our household got sick. Violet got very sick. And so things just had to kind of pause. But one of the other things that I wanted to do this month is I have been loving these like die cut pieces. This tin right here is what I basically threw all of the die cut pieces in for last year, for 2024. Ali Edwards started including like this pack of die cuts. And this is sort of where I've thrown them all. But I also have in my acrylic drawers, I also have all of these. And then I have some of these like plastic pieces. These are like word strips. And then these are like words. And so I need to find a better way to be able to access these, to use them, because I really enjoy using them, particularly in my scrappy spiral notebook. They're amazing for that, but you can see they're just all thrown in here. And, you know, some of them are tags, some of them are speech bubbles, some of them are word strips. So I need to figure out a way to organize these so that I understand what they are and I can use them. I think I'm gonna set these aside, the word strips. These are pretty organized, but I do want to look through them. But what I think for these, I mean, I think what would be best, and some of these are also cut aparts, like if I had a card or a page that had like this, I bet you was a card, like a 4x6 card. So I think the best thing to do is just going to be to take it out of here, take this out of here, and just start looking at what I have and maybe separating it into categories, like maybe circles would be one, and like speech bubbles would be another. And then like these that are like, it might be good to like keep these together. Like these are all speech bubbles. So I think maybe by style, this was a card I'm sure I punched out. And then like this, these probably is like 1, 2, 3. Yep. So let's just start to sort through all of this and see what kind of categories there are. And I definitely know speech bubbles, circles, but then the thing is going to be like, do I do it like, here's another set, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's a set. These I think came in like small ones like this. Hearts. And actually what I might do with these hearts, I don't like these hearts that have this like speech bubble loop thing. So I might just cut it off, because I tend to not reach for those hearts to use them if they have this like speech bubble thing on it. And like, what if we just cut it off so that I reach for it and use it? And they're just hearts. So then a section could be hearts. So the thing is how then am I gonna store them? And like these, I think like what would be really great if I did is I took these and then I went ahead and just cut them out. So they were already cut out. Because when I'm wanting to use one of these die cuts, it's because I want something quick. It's because I don't want to stop and stamp something, or so probably a lot of the reason like with this one, like I'm not using it is because it wasn't cut out and I didn't want to take the time to cut it out. So what if I just take the time now, and like this would be considered like an icon. So there's all of this really cute stuff that I have in here, but I'm not using it. So let's go ahead and sort. So really there's just one solution that I can think of right now, and that is these clear bags. Now I'm wondering if I should go ahead and like place some cardstock in here and then put them in the bag. So that would just look like cutting up. So I think these bags are 5. I think they're 5 by 7. So I would just do like 4 3/4, and then maybe I could even do them shorter because I could cut the bag, which that might be good. So what if I did like 6? So the size might change. So yeah, I would probably need to do the cardstock. Ugh, that's annoying. So let's try to just do it. Let's try not to mess this up that I'd already done. Let's just try 5 by, let's just do like, that's probably about 6 1/4. Yeah, unfortunately, the unfortunate part of this is then like laying it flat obviously isn't gonna, well, I mean, I guess I could label it, but then what I could do is set it in here like so. So like, and this one would be like all the tags. Right, so then like I have all of my tags in here like this. And then if I set them in this tin, the thing is that where this tin is on my desk, it slides under something, like it's like only this high, so I won't be able to put the tin there. I would have to keep these somewhere else. But I think that's gonna be the best. I mean, I could lay them flat, but I don't know that that's like gonna be the best. So that's what I'm gonna do with all of these different styles, and then I'll be back. All right, I think actually that this solution is going to work well. So I love that I was just able to find something around the house and I didn't have to purchase anything. I have a lot of different organizational things on hand, or different things that can be used for organization, because it is important to me. So I tend to have that kind of stash, and I keep things that work to organize things. Like this tin, I mean, I've probably had this for probably 30 years. I think a stationery set came in it, and I've just used it all over the place. I loved using these bags. I have a bunch of these left over from when I was doing card kits, and it's what I used to do my packaging for my card kits. So what I did is I just put a piece of cardstock into the bag, and then I just have a variety of different items that I had organized. So here's tags, and then here's ovals. This is like icons. There's florals right there, but there's like the computers in there and those little pencils, and it's like the bigger icons. These are the flags that are like this. And then this is that set that I don't know what it came from. These are word bubbles that you can write on. And then here's the strips. I loved that these strips fit like this. And then these, I broke these up into a couple different packs. You can see, just so that I could sort of see what was in there, and they didn't get lost in the shuffle. And then I loved that even that really large heart fit in here. And then there's some that have two different styles, like this is half circles, and then these are the flags, because I didn't have that many of those left. So I think what I'm gonna do is put these in here. So in here I have these containers that have different sets of things from when I was getting the themed story kits, and those are in here. I think I'm gonna go through these as well and see if I need to break any of these up. But then like this has like hexagons in black and white, and then I have a few extras, but I think that these will fit in here nicely, and then they can sit on my desk like I have them, and it'll fill that up a little bit more. So I'll do that and then I'll show you. All right, I wanted to show you how this all ended up working out. I was going to put all of these into this, and I had thought, you know, it would be great. It could go right here. And this, I have like pieces of different kits that are specific that I still maybe want to work through. Like that's a summer one. And then I have my little mini book that I'm working on, and I love having that there. So these didn't really fit. If I would have put these in there, it would have like been like too much. So I found this little basket that I had in another part of my house, and it was actually the perfect size. So what I ended up doing is I did end up folding these bags over a little bit. You can see I folded them over and I taped them. So I made the bags a little bit smaller so they would fit in here really nice. I had originally thought about adding like a label to them, but I just didn't want to go through all of that work. I thought it's fine. I can see what it is. I don't need to label it. I don't need to waste time or label paper labeling circles when I can see that it's circles. So it also fits here really nicely. So that's how I ended up organizing them. And then I still have this tin, and this has black and white washi tape at the back there. And then these are the March die cuts, and from the Stories by the Month kit for March. And I'm currently working on March in my album. And so this is the Stories by the Month March items, and I obviously haven't got my March photos since it's still pretty early in March, but I know that I will probably want to use some of these in March. So what I'll do is I'll leave them in that tin, and then after March, once I put everything in my album that I want to use, I will just break these up and add them to my organization. So that way they get used right away, first thing, and then anything that's left, I will put there. So this is where all of my project life stuff that I'm working on. So this is my family album and my personal album. This is where I put my stories by the month. Like right here is February, and then the next tab over is like March, and then the next tab will be April when I get it, and I just work through that. And then once I'm done using all the March stuff, I'll then put it all away in all the different places it needs to go. I keep my vellum right here. I keep extra like cardstock here. This is a specific kit that I got from Allie Edwards that I'm working through specifically. And then up here, I just have some pieces. Like I have some dies that are just like single dies that I use a lot. I wanted to use this stamp. I haven't put it into my stamp organization yet. A couple things here that like I just wanted to be able to use. These can actually go there now. And then you already saw that. And then on the side here, I have a couple little dishes right next to my Cricut Joy. And then I have my Everyday Snapshot album right there. And so I also will have over here, I have my Clementine core kit that will sit here until I'm done using it. And then sometimes I have these sitting on there of product that I'm using, like all of this stuff I'm using with the Clementine core kit. And so like right now I just have this sitting there, and then I have this sitting there. I would rather not have this or this sitting there. Like I like it when that is clear because I use that to stage stuff, or like when I'm crafting, if I have a layout I'm working on, I'll leave it right there. I also would love to have my Project Life album just open on here because I feel like I engage with it better. But for now, because I'm in between projects, I have a couple of those things out. So I just wanted to do a clip over here of how that ended up working out to wrap up that organization. And I really love the way it came out. I also did like, this one is a morning evening product. And so I just grabbed one of those bags and I did all of the like I have a couple cards and like a little die cut and a sticker sheet, and that's all morning and evening. So if I'm working on one of those types of stories, I will have that. And for now, like I said, that works. I'm so glad I didn't have to purchase anything. It just worked out to like make that work that I had on hand. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today and checking out this organization. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you in my next video. Thank you so much for checking out my video. Here on the screen are 2 other videos that you can check out if you would like. If you remember watching this video and you've missed any of the member videos, or you're new, you can go back and watch older member videos if you would like. Thank you so much for checking out my video, and I will catch you in my very next project.